Let's talk about MDG. Just do it simple. MDG. Just do it simple. MDG with BAG.
Hi there. Welcome to the podcast where master data governance gets simple, fast, and fun. Welcome back to the Data Diagnostic Series by BAG Consult, where we assess your company's data maturity one critical question at a time. In this series, we walk through each question from our data diagnostic checklist to explain why it matters, what it reveals about your organization, and how it directly impacts operations, financial performance, and cost control. Today's question addresses a problem many organizations experience daily, often without realizing its full cost. Do teams from different areas, such as sales, purchasing, and finance, collaborate in data management? For example, do all departments work with the same customer record and update it together? Because when each department manages its own version of the data, costs don't appear immediately. They accumulate silently across the entire organization. In most organizations, the same master data is used by multiple departments. Sales works with customer data. Finance relies on the same data for billing and reporting. Purchasing uses related information for contracts, conditions, and suppliers. But very often, what happens is this. Each department maintains its own version of the data. Updates are made locally, not shared centrally. Changes are communicated informally or not at all. Inconsistencies are discovered only when something breaks. When teams do not collaborate in data management, organizations typically face multiple customer records for the same business partner, different payment terms in sales and finance, mismatched billing and delivery data, inconsistent reporting figures, manual reconciliation between departments. The problem is not a lack of effort. It is a lack of coordination. When departments don't use the same data and don't update it together, errors move from one area to another. Issues are detected late, often at month end. Teams correct the same data independently. Costs multiply across sales, finance, purchasing, and IT. This question reveals whether data is managed as a shared business asset or as a collection of departmental silos. Let's look at two typical scenarios. In Company A, data management is collaborative and coordinated. The organization uses a single shared customer record across all departments, defines clear responsibilities for data updates, ensures changes are visible to all relevant teams, aligns sales, finance, and purchasing on data ownership, treats master data as a cross-functional process. As a result, sales works with accurate customer conditions, finance bills correctly and on time, purchasing aligns contracts and terms consistently, reporting is reliable and reconciled. IT avoids firefighting data issues. Costs are controlled because errors are prevented, not corrected downstream. Manual rework is reduced across all departments. Teams spend less time reconciling inconsistencies. Data supports collaboration instead of creating friction. In Company B, data is managed in silos. Each department maintains its own customer information, applies updates independently, discovers inconsistencies only when problems occur, fixes errors locally without alignment. This leads to incorrect invoices and customer disputes, delayed payments and cash flow issues, duplicated effort across sales and finance, inconsistent customer communication, time-consuming reconciliations at period end. The issue is not missing data. The issue is fragmented ownership. And every time departments correct the same data separately, the cost is paid multiple times. If your answer to today's question is no, it often indicates siloed data management across departments, duplicated operational effort, recurring inconsistencies in reporting and billing, higher dependency on manual coordination, hidden costs across all business areas. When departments don't collaborate on data, errors travel from sales to finance. Finance fixes what sales didn't see. Purchasing works with outdated information. IT is pulled in to resolve conflicts. The cost doesn't stay in one team. It spreads across the organization. If your answer is yes, it reflects higher data and financial maturity, especially when all departments use the same master data records. Updates are coordinated and transparent. Ownership is clearly defined across functions. Data is treated as a shared responsibility. To reduce cost and inefficiency, align departments around shared data. Define cross-functional ownership. Ensure updates are visible and consistent. Manage data collaboratively, not in silos, because fixing the same data in 3 departments is always more expensive than getting it right once. Poor collaboration in data management is costly, not because of technology, but because of duplicated effort. Organizations without cross-functional data collaboration normalize rework as part of daily operations, lose time reconciling inconsistencies, increase operational costs in every department, struggle to scale efficiently. Organizations that manage data collaboratively reduce manual corrections, improve financial accuracy, stabilize operations, control costs at the source. Data quality doesn't belong to one department, and cost control doesn't either. When data is shared, updated together, and owned collectively, organizations stop paying for the same mistake multiple times. Because data governance is not about control. It is about collaboration by design. Do teams in your organization manage data together, or does each department maintain its own version of the truth? Visit bag-consult.com/data-diagnostic and complete our quick checklist. After submitting your answers, one of our consultants will schedule a short online session to walk you through your personalized diagnostic report, completely free of charge, because financially mature organizations don't reconcile data between departments. They align it from the start.
Curious how this could work for your company? Let's talk. Contact us at info@bag-consult.com.